Hey folks, hope everyone is doing well. I want to show you guys my Huawei 9260 Unokubi Zakuri. Today it's going to get a treatment on the handle with Renaissance wax and go from looking like this to this shining in the sunlight. Stuff's pretty cool. So this is the same stuff from Renaissance wax, only I just have a slab of the pure stuff. And it embeds into the fibers here. It's going to tighten everything up with the heat of the heat gun we're going to use. Here's the slab. And you can see how my Ito is a little bit discolored. It's kind of stained on the bottom, although it's been holding up shape really well. I'm pretty impressed after a year of use. The diamonds are all still really good. The handle's been awesome. And I did put a drop of glue underneath the end knot here as well. Last view of it before the wax goes onto it. Hopefully it's going to get cleaned up. Here's a little slab. It's pretty soft at room temperature. And I kind of vigorously scrub it in there, making sure to get all the nooks and crannies underneath the fuchi and everything like that. And I try to compress it in there and work any little bit extra in it. And it looks really ugly, like it's just going to look really ugly. That's just how it is for the moment. But what we really need is some heat. So maybe you have a hairdryer, or in my case a heat gun. And I'm going to have that on low setting, about 6 to 8 inches away. And the whole idea here is just to liquefy all the wax. We want to get the handle hot with the idea that the wrap might have the opportunity to shrink and tighten over the handle. But most importantly is just to liquefy all the wax. Give it the opportunity to soak into the fibers of the wrap. And this is going to be kind of frustrating. It's going to have to be a slow process. You don't want to overheat everything. If it gets too hot, you can even smell the synthetic silk like overheating. So I try to keep the heat low. You can see it's starting to go back to normal in this section where the wax is fully soaked in. The last bit of the wet spot that's been soaked in. And eventually it's going to look really good. But it's not ready to use yet. It's going to be way too tacky, way too sticky to the touch, and leave wax on your hands. So I have to go over it one more time here, and I have to dry out the texture. So I'm just trying to fully get all the wax into the surface, and eventually it comes out looking like this, and it's super awesome. I think that it helps the wrap stay together, but again, I did put a drop of glue under there. Here it is hanging out in the sunlight. I noticed my Samigawa panel is a little bit cleaned up as well, so I may have to touch that up. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. You can see it's a little bit thickened up. I noticed the diamonds are a little bit harder to move around. Pretty cool texture to it, which I kind of like. So thanks for watching, and remember, it's never a bad idea just to put a drop of glue underneath the end.